If you want to build lean muscle in your upper and lower body, you're in the right place, and you only need 30 minutes to do it today, because we have a more traditional style strength workout with more traditional style exercises, and the only thing you need for today's workout will be your dumbbells. The structure for today's workout is 9 exercises, 3 sets of each exercise with a work timer for 40 seconds and a rest timer of 25 seconds. So that's the structure for our dumbbells today. We are gonna be lifting in the heavier range. That's gonna help us focus on building that lean muscle. So aim to lift your heavier dumbbells today. And just to give you a range of what I'm gonna be lifting, I'm gonna use 15 pounds for some of the upper body exercises. That's about the lightest that I'll go. I'll mainly stick with 20 to 25 pounds, but then I'll go all the way up to 35 for some of the lower body exercises. And you can see I do have my exercise bench out here. That is optional. You do not need that, but I will be using that just for a few of the exercises that I could not get all the way down on the ground for. That's gonna be the chest press and glute bridge. So again, don't need your bench, just your dumbbells, but if you have a bench and you wanna use it, feel free to grab that and bring that in. We're gonna start with a warm up. We're gonna work through just a few exercises of body weight. Then we're gonna add weight to that. I'm gonna use my 10 pounds, so I'm gonna grab those now. We're gonna start with a squat and reach, and then we're gonna add some weight and do a squat to press. So just a couple minutes here. Let's go ahead and start it down. Squat, reach up towards the sky. Down. We're gonna do about 5 reps of each body weight to weighted. This is 3. Here's 2. Last one, and then grab your light weights for a squat to press. So we're combining some of the moves today, but in today's workout, we're gonna have lots of compound moves for that lower body, compound for upper, and then a couple isolation for our upper body. So we won't be mixing the upper and lower body in one set, but we will really get to target all those major muscle groups. Last one here, setting the weights down now. We're gonna go into a good morning and reach. So out, good morning, reach it out. We're gonna turn this into a Romanian deadlift to row next. 2 more. Last one. Good, now grabbing those light weights. RDL to row. So same thing, soft knees, hinge down at the hips, hold it at the bottom, row it up. And then come back to top. Breathing throughout. I'm glad you're here today, and I'm glad you're sticking it out for the warm-up, because this is such a good time to make sure our body's ready so we can lift heavy right from the get-go, but also get our mind here and pull. Last one here. Now we're just gonna go into a push-up. So this is gonna be a little combo of body weight resistance. So bringing it down, just 5 reps here. Knees or toes for your push-ups, and let's go for it. Focus on form, down and press. Take your time, squeeze the legs, squeeze the glutes. That's 2. Last one, and then we'll get ready to go. Awesome. All right, we're gonna get into our first exercise, which is going to be a single arm bent over row. So remember, aim to lift heavy to build that muscle today. Building this muscle is going to be so good, not only for life, but for all of our exercises or all of our workouts to come. So grab your weights and let's do this. So I am gonna use my bench. You can use your bench if you'd like for this, or you can just take a more staggered stance and use the support from that other leg. But we've got 40 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Now when we're lifting with heavier weights, it's important to keep in mind, really maintain that strong form, that tight core, and take your time with each rep. The heavier we lift, the slower we usually have to go. So keep that nice, slow, steady pace here with this heavy weight. Holding at the top for just a second to get that contraction in your back. Here's 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Rest, breathe. 2 more sets. We'll go again. Quick break here. So because we're just hitting each of these muscle groups one time, we're really gonna challenge ourselves with this shorter break here. But try to maintain that heavy weight throughout. Back to good form, spine nice and long, core tight. We got 40 on, let's go for it. Think about wrapping that shoulder blade around your spine as you do that. Almost think about sticking your chest out, about keeping that core tight. Whew, feeling it now. It's getting tough. We got it though. Almost there. We got time. One more. This is 3, 2, and 1. Oh, nice job. Breathe. Shake it out if you need in between each set. Just let that muscle have a little bit of a break. 15 seconds. We go. Last time on this side, and then that next round through, or that next exercise, we're just going to switch sides for our 3 sets. Bringing it back down. We got 5. Here we go. And let's begin. Pull, squeeze, exhale. Remember, we're building that muscle through that contraction. So that's the time when those muscles start to break down so we can build them back up stronger. So make sure you are getting that full range of motion, holding it at the top for a second. Really get that full squeeze at the top, all the way down, so those muscles have a chance to work all the way through. Here it is, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. All right, we're just gonna switch sides. So other side here with our row. Whew. Same thing, start out right away, even bring it down a little bit sooner before that clock goes. Get that spine long, belly button squeezing in towards your spine. Now if you're using that leg, long leg here, back is flat, core is tight. We're gonna have 40 seconds on. Here we go, let's row. Pull and squeeze. Again, take your time at the top, keep that arm close to your body. Really wrap that shoulder blade around your spine. Exhale with that contraction. So when you can use your breathing here during that contraction to exhale, that's going to give you a little bit more power in that move to maintain that heavy weight. Here it is, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Breathe, shake it out. Now, even towards the end of those sets, when we are lifting very heavy, you should really start to feel that shake, and you should know that you cannot let your focus go anywhere else or you won't get through that rep. So this is one of those challenges too, when we have this heavier lift day, where our focus has to be right here, where we are. So bring it here, 40 seconds, second set, let's go for it. 40 on pull. Now you may hear the term push and pull exercises. Our back muscle is considered a pull. You can think right here, pull. So we are really working on that pull strength, that pull power right here. And don't worry, we will hit push, and I'll let you know when we do that. Hopefully I won't forget. Sometimes the muscle just starts shaking. I'm like, I forgot I was supposed to say that. Here it is, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Breathe. And another thing with these heavier lift days is it does challenge our cardio system as well. So if you feel like you're getting a little bit out of breath, that is normal with these heavier lift days, because even though we're working a different energy pathway compared to cardio, it still challenges that area as well. So again, 40 seconds, last time here, and let's go for it. I think it's so important in your training. This is why I like to share things that I've learned throughout, different form, the muscles we're working, different terms you might hear, because I want to make sure you understand what we're doing, because it makes it a lot more, I think it's a lot more fun to work out when you actually know what's going on, as opposed to just following along, and it helps your mind really focus on what you're doing instead of just going through the motion. So that's why I really want to share just the different tips and things I've learned along the way so that you're getting the most out of your workout, because knowledge really is power when it comes to this. So knowing the reason. Last 3, 2, 1, I believe will really help you in your journey through building this muscle. So we gotta go on. We're going chest press now. So this is where you can do this on the mat. Again, I'm gonna be at an incline for mine, but just a chest press, so get that heavy weight. Whew, we got 3 sets here. And let's bring it down. Now, this is a push exercise. Yay, I remembered. So bringing it back, 40 seconds on, chest press, here we go. And push right there, exhale. Drive those shoulder blades into the mat. And you will have a little bit of an arch in your back. This is one of the only exercises I feel like that I will say. Arch your back, it's a good thing in the chest press. So driving those shoulder blades in, you've got to round through your back. Exhale with your press, wrists are straight, peek at those. We got time, one more, and then our countdown is on. Here it is, 3, 2, 1. And breathe. Okay, quick break. We go again. All right, 10 seconds. Let's roll it back, 5 out. And here we go, 40 on, press. Think about punching the ceiling. So again, at the top, hold it at the top for just a second. Think that you have an egg in your underarm, and at the top, you're trying to crack that egg. That's gonna get that full range of motion there. And like we talked about, working deep into those muscles, all those muscle fibers at the top of your contraction right there. Down and push. So again, push strength is what we are building right now. Last one, 3, 2, 1. Hang out on the ground or bring it up if you need. We got 10 seconds, just over 10. We'll go again. Final set for chest press. All right, breathing. Bring it back. This is 3, 2, and let's press. So remember that armpit egg. Oh, really crack that egg, push through, get that extension. And if you are working to get your push-ups on your toes, let me just tell you, chest press right here with this heavier weight is going to be a game changer and help so much with that. All of the moves we do really work together to strengthen us as a whole, not just little areas. Last 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Breathe. All right. We gotta give the upper body a break here. So we're gonna move on to glute bridge. So with that, again, I'm gonna be on my bench just for some elevation, but you can do this one on the mat. Now, because I am using my bench, just so you know, the term for that exercise is a hip thrust on the bench, but it is very similar to the glute bridge. So grabbing your weights, heavy weights for glute bridge, those are powerful muscles. And we got 40 on. Take your time, here we go. Down, push and squeeze. Hold it at the top for a second. Take this one nice and slow as you work through. The quickest part of this move is the bottom of your range to right back up. So don't hold it long at the bottom. Don't rest down there. Unless you need a break, then you take a break. Push, squeeze, exhale. Back is flat. Don't over round your back at the top here. Last 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right. Second set is coming. It's right around the corner, so don't go far. All right, 5 out. Bring those weights back up. Getting ready, 40 on. Here we go. Down, push and squeeze. Weight stays in the heels, and make sure that your knees are right in line with your big toe. So you don't want to drop your knees out or in. That's gonna put extra pressure on the knees, even on the back and the hips. So again, keep those knees in line. Push, squeeze, hold it at the top. Almost there. Here's our countdown. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Now we got one more set. And I know with this heavy weight, we are really feeling it. We are really working, pushing hard. But don't let that stop you from giving this last set everything you got. So we're getting ready. 5 out. Hold at the top. Remember your form. Remember your focus. And let's do it. Last 45 for these. Down. Push and squeeze. Use your breath here. Exhale with that push. Drive those hips up. You're over halfway. Keep it strong. Here it is. Down, and we're up for 3, 2, hold it, and you got it. Whew. All right. We are moving on, still keeping it with the upper body. We have got squats now, so we're gonna bring it up. No, I am done with my bench for now. So if you were using your bench for anything, just FYI, that's out now. All right, we're going for squat. On your shoulders here, 2 heavy dumbbells. All right, let's get ready. So for this squat with this heavy weight, core tight, chest up, weight is in the heels, and let's drop it. Here we go. Down, power and push. Good, take your time. And one thing with this heavier weight that you can really focus on is pushing the floor away from you. So think that you are moving the floor here. So push. Good. Ooh, keep moving, keep working. Last one. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, breathe. Quick break. We'll go again. You might need to dry off. You might need to grab a drink. Do that anytime you need it during this workout. You know, that's always the rule in these workouts. If you need a break, you take it. If you need to dry off, do it. If you need some water, hydrate. We're going. Second set. Here we go. 40 on. Now you can see we're, with this heavier weight, working these bigger muscle groups. Heart's working hard right now to push that blood around, get that oxygen going throughout. So you may find that heart rate's up. You're breathing heavy. Almost there. Here it is. 3, 2, 1. Breathe it out, rest. One more set for glute bridge. Then we're gonna bump it back to the upper body. Just over 10. Okay, let's go. Grab your weights. We got this. You got this. Come on, you showed up. You know we make it count. Here we go. 40 on. Drop it down. Nice and slow push. Keep that core tight, back flat. So especially as we start to fatigue, do not let your shoulders round forward. Don't look down towards the ground. Head, chest up, keeping that good posture throughout. And again, push that floor away. We got one more. Here it is. 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right. Shoulder press. So we're going heavy. Same thing. 3 sets, 40 on. trying to decide. I'm gonna start here in hopes that I can go up, but we'll see. All right, 40 on, bring it up, and let's press. And you know, one thing, if you get into an exercise and you're like, I could probably go a little bit heavier, but I just don't right now have any of the weights that are heavier. That was kind of a weird way to say the sentence. Rewind, let me start over. If you get into an exercise and you feel that the weight you're using is not heavy enough, but you don't have any heavier dumbbells with you in your collection at the time, you can think about making those weights heavier. Really think about the muscle. Think about it. Press, press. Think that there's something pushing back on you as you press up. Last 3, 2, 1. And I know sometimes these things sound silly, but they work. So even if right now you don't have those heavier weights, go slow, focus, think about that resistance and push and work. Now, of course, when you can, get those heavier weights because you're ready to move on and get stronger. But for now, you can always do that. 40 seconds. Bring it up. Here's 3, 2, and 1. And even with shoulder press, wrists are straight, punch the ceiling. This is another push exercise. You can see we're pushing the weight up. I have a staggered stance. I like a staggered stance in my shoulder press. However, if you prefer a little bit of a wider stance where those feet are on that even plane, you can take that stance. Just keep the knees soft, hips tucked under. Stays the same, core tight, all those good things. Last 3, 2, 1. Whew. I'm gonna try to go up for this last set. That's one thing too with strength training is in the middle of a set, if you want to adjust your weight up, you can always do that. Or you can adjust for the next set through. All right, last 40 seconds for shoulders. Here we go. And a couple tips when you're picking weight. So you will know it's too light if you can just push right through, you're not really feeling anything, you don't have to focus, and you're just going through the motions. That generally means you're lifting a little bit on the lighter side. Now, if it's too heavy, it's gonna be really hard to keep your form. It's going to be, you're probably not gonna hit that full range of motion. And it is, I mean, it's a struggle to get through it at all. It should still be a struggle with that heavy enough weight. Last 3, 2, 1. Whew. We're going on to bicep curls. But when you hit that sweet spot for that heavy weight, it's a nice slow controlled move. It's tough the whole time, but you can maintain your form and your full range of motion. So that's the key right there. We're going on 3 sets of bicep curls. Now this is a little bit more of an isolation move. We're really gonna focus on the biceps, so I'm gonna talk you through form to make sure you're spot on so you're really working those biceps. Heavy weight, let's do it. We got 40, elbows tucked in, and let's do it. So elbows tucked in, elbows back just a bit. And the reason we're doing that is because if our elbows start to come up and away from our body, we're gonna start activating into the shoulder. And right now, again, we're a little bit more isolated here with the biceps. This is a pull exercise. So you can think about right here, all the way down to pull, squeeze, all the way up. Think about those bicep muscles. Last 3, 2, and 1. Rest it out for just a second. Oh my word, the sweat is pouring. Whew. All right, we got it. Second set. Let's keep it heavy. Let's keep our focus, and let's go. Exhale all the way through that contraction. And again, elbows pinned in, back. And this is another one where you can really think about tightening and contracting that bicep, especially right here at the top. Tighten it up, squeeze, exhale, to work deeper into those muscles. So again, that's a really good thing to think about if you're like, I could go a little bit heavier, I just don't have those weights right now. We're going, we're squeezing. We got 3, 2, 1. Oh my word. One more set. All right. We're going. 5 out, grab your weights. Here's 3, 2, last 40 seconds for bicep curls. Last upper body exercise as well for today. We're gonna hit 2 exercises for lower body. One other thing, don't swing the weights. So we're not using any momentum here to swing all in the biceps. Whew. So those knees are soft, hips tucked under, core tight. Just hinging at that elbow as you pull. Lowering it for 3, 2, 1. All right, we are going into Romanian deadlift. So grabbing those heavier weights or the weights that challenge you for Romanian deadlift, whatever you got, grab them. All right. So with that Romanian deadlift, soft knees, hinge at the hips, back nice and flat and straight. So no rounding, no arching. Don't let those arms close in. Think about sticking your chest out for this entire set. And here we go. Those dumbbells staying so close to your legs. Right here, hit the bottom, pull, squeeze, exhale, tighten. Weight stays in the heels. Now this one, think about the hamstrings and the glutes tightening up to strengthen that lower body. This is not a pull from the back. So we're not trying to pull from our lower back to stand back up. So that's why we got to keep that core tight, back flat. Three, 2, 1. Woo! Now when we're lifting with heavy weights, you know, always careful where you're setting them down and careful where you leave them so that they won't be in your walking path or anywhere you might be heading with heavy weights. All right, second set, grab them. Dumbbells just hanging in those fingertips, no need to over grip, wrists are straight. And here we go. Tighten up those glutes at the top. And also, that strength does not come from how far you're hinging down. I'm just passing my knees and pulling back up. You might be able to go mid-shin. Really, that is all dependent on your flexibility. So that has nothing to do with the strength. So don't feel like you have to go super far down to hit that full range. That's gonna be dependent on your flexibility. Last 3, 2, All right. Breathe. Wow. It's getting tough, but we only have one more set. We're 10 seconds out. Grab the weights. Shoulders rolled back, core tight. Soft knees. Let's do it. Last set for this. Really breathing. Exhale as you're pulling back up. Good, check your posture. Bring those shoulder blades together. Whew. All right, we got time. One more. Here it is. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay, moving on. We have got alternating reverse lunge. If lunges bother your knees at all, you're gonna see a modification on screen for our sumo squat. With the sumo squat, you can use 2 dumbbells on each side or 1 dumbbell right in the center. Whichever you feel comfortable with, whichever allows you to lift heaviest, go for that option. With our alternating reverse lunge, 1 dumbbell in each hand for a more suitcase style reverse lunge. We got 40 seconds, we got 3 sets, and this is it. Let's do it. Taking our time, stepping back. Now lunge or sumo squat option. Back is still flat, no rounding in that back. And that means in the lower back, and that also means in the upper back, no rounding forward. Here it is, 3, 2, 1. All right, rest it out. Breathing. All right, we go in 10, so let's get ready. 2 more sets now. Shoulders rolled back, start there. And then here it is, 40 on. Breathing. Now if you're doing that sumo squat, think about pushing that floor away, just like we talked about in our squat. If you've got this lunge, weight is really focused on this forward working leg. Whichever leg here is in the front, take your time as you step back to keep that balance. Last 3, 2, 1. One more, 40 seconds to go. You are doing so awesome. All right, 10 seconds, this is it. All right, here we go. Shoulders rolled back, soft knees, good posture, and let's do it. We got 40. And one more thing before you go make the most of this day is an abs that you're gonna see pop up as a finisher. I wanna encourage you to do the abs. Do it for me. I can't do abs right now and I'm missing abs so bad. But this will just be a quick 10 minutes to finish out your training. I love adding abs anywhere, but there's certain days like upper body, I love it. But then also when we got this full on strength, just add the abs too. So it's like everything is feeling it. Last 3, here's 2 and 1. Abs is up on screen. Grab that and just take those few extra minutes to hit it all. I am so proud of you. This was a tough day, but this is a day that we need to really work that muscular strength so that we can hit all the other areas in our life and get stronger there too. We just keep leveling up. I love you. Go kick butt. I'll see you at abs. Thank you for being here with me. Go kick butt.